Right, that's it. I think we're live. Hi, everybody. It's Richard Greenane here from Procurement Express. Thanks for joining us. It's an exciting day with the launch of a new part of our product. I'm the co-founder of procurementexpress.com, one of the world's top spend management companies. And I'm joined today by my colleague, Mano Watson. Mano will be helping me by collecting questions for me to answer at the end. So if you have any questions, then please feel free to reach out to Mano. Mano, tell us about how that's going to work.
Hi, Richard. So how it's going to work is on the right-hand side of the video, you will see a live chat. So just pop your question in that chat, and then at the end of the video, end of the webinar, as Richard has mentioned, we'll be answering those questions live. Over to you, Richard.
Okay, thanks, Mano. So hopefully you can all see my screen. I've got a demo of Procurement Express set up actually, but today I'm going to explain to you and show you an exciting new development within Procurement Express. It's the Chrome PushCart extension. So firstly, just a bit of housekeeping. I'm sorry, I am a quick talker. I do have an English accent. If that's a problem, then make lots of notes and we can share the video at the end for you to watch again. If you want us to send you the video link, just say yes, please in the comments and we'll be happy to do that. So just go ahead and put yes, please in the comments for us. So let's start. Well, we've been implementing spend control solutions in Procurement Express for several years now for our customers. Most of you that are probably watching today have been using Procurement Express in your daily work tasks. However, we found a problem when it came to customers who wanted to use online stores like Amazon, Best Buy, and so on to create their purchase orders. I mean, the current status quo with how you would create purchase orders for an online store would be as follows. So first of all, you'd have to go to the web shop. So we can go to Amazon.com here and we can see a shopping cart. You'd have to go through that and you'd have to build up your shopping cart. Then you'd have to go into Procurement Express because you need to get those that spend authorized by management and so on. So you'd have to go into Procurement Express. You'd have to go in and you'd create your purchase order against a particular department and within particular budgets. And you'd have to copy and paste all that line item detail from Amazon into Procurement Express so that management can see what you're requesting to buy. So then when you get approval, you go back, you buy your products, and away you go. So step 3, which is doing that cut and paste, can take a really long amount of time to complete. And if you buy a lot of things at one time, some of our customers build and sell electronics, and they might buy a lot of electronic components. So there'd be huge lists of electronic components that they'd be putting in for a spend request on a single PO. That can sometimes take half a day to cut and paste those things over. So it's very, very time consuming. So I want to introduce today PushCart. It's a new Google Chrome extension that talks to Procurement Express that allows you to take one of the shopping carts that we support and push all of the details of that shopping cart into a draft purchase order. So the idea of this is to save all of that time for cutting and pasting. PushCart already supports a whole raft of shopping carts like Amazon and Best Buy and Home Depot and Wayfair, just to name a few of them. So we're adding new shopping carts all of the time. And when I've shown you how it all works, please let us know if there's a particular website that you would like us to support. We could talk about that a bit later on. So I'll start by showing you how you install PushCart, and then I'll show you what it does, and I'll show you how you set it up. It's a very simple setup process. Everybody should be able to do it. And this is open to every single user that can create a purchase order. So fully open to everybody, just install the extension. So let's go in and show you how that happens. So first of all, you're going to go and you're going to search for the Google Chrome Web Store. If you search for the Chrome Web Store, you're going to find it's actually going to look like that. It's going to look like this. And you're going to put in Procurement Express into the search box in the top left-hand corner. So put Procurement Express into there, and then you're going to be able to, you'll see the PushCart extension straight away. When you click on that PushCart extension, there'll be a button up here that says Add to Chrome. So at the moment, I've got it added already, so I can remove it, but there'll be a button up there that says Add to Chrome. And then what's going to happen is once it's added, it's downloaded and added, it's going to show up as a little X in the top right-hand corner here. So the first thing you're going to want to do with that X is you're going to want to click on it. And then if it doesn't automatically go into the config page, which it should do from the start, you go into configure there. And it's going to pop up with a box like this. This box is going to ask you, it's essentially going to ask you for your username and password. So you get your username and password, just your regular Procurement Express username and password, and you put them into those boxes and you click save. What should happen then is an authentication key should be generated like this one, and it will put that authentication key into the top of top there, and then you click OK, and then you're done. That's all the setup you need to do. Okay, so how does PushCart work? Well, what it does is it looks at the shopping cart of particular shops that we support, and it takes the detail of those shopping carts and it creates a draft purchase order directly from that detail. So let's look at Wayfair. So I've got a shopping cart in Wayfair here, wayfair.com, and I've put in a few bits and pieces. So I've put in some chairs, I've put in a standing desk. I like the look of that, and I've found some Mickey Mouse LED figurine that I've decided that I wanted to buy. And so I've gone to that shopping cart. As soon as you go to that shopping cart, you can click on PushCart. PushCart is going to pull up all of your company details. If you use departments in your company, then it's going to show you those departments. You can select which department you want to use. If you don't use departments, doesn't matter. It's just going to go on. Then it's going to show you for each department. It's going to show you what budget what budgets you've got available, and you're going to select a budget from that. In this case, this particular demo is set up for a construction company, so we don't have a particular budget, but we'll just decide we'll call that electrical. And then we're going to say supplier to use. We're going to choose the supplier, and I've already set up those suppliers already. So I'm going to choose Wayfair as my supplier, and I'm going to choose the approver. If you've got approval routes set up within Procurement Express, you shouldn't need to choose the approver either. And then all I'm going to do at that point is click Create PO. And the first thing it's going to do is it's going to read that detail, take all that line item, and it's going to produce a draft purchase order and throw that up to me, draft purchase order that I can then edit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add those custom fields that we might have in against our purchase order, because our management have set up those custom fields. I'm going to add in those things for those custom fields, and then I can simply send it off for approval. And that is just a simple kind of one-step process for me to be able to create a purchase order directly from that line item detail of wayfair.com. Now, it doesn't just stop there. We could also go to Screwfix Direct, for instance. Screwfix is mainly a UK-based building suppliers company. I've picked a few things in Screwfix in the normal way. So I've searched for things, I've added them to my basket, I've gone to the basket, I open up PushCart, I go in again, I select the department. In this case, I'll choose a different one. I select the budget to use. I'll assign that to walling materials, and I'll change my supplier to Screwfix. And then I'll click my approver. I'll click Create PO. Again, straight away, it will pull all of that detail, in this case, including all the item numbers, because Screwfix use item numbers, and it will put those into Procurement Express with all of the right details there as well. Then I can send that off for approval again, and then I can go back to Screwfix, and I can, if I've got approval, and I can buy whatever I need to buy. Okay. So we have added some other migration methods, integration methods, specifically for Amazon. So we know that a lot of our customers use Amazon to buy things for their office, and we've definitely provided Amazon in PushCart. So here, if you click on the PushCart button and you click on the small question mark there, you'll get this page up, the help page. This gives you some good help details with how to use PushCart if you don't want to watch the rest of this video, and also gives you a list of all of the shopping carts that we currently support. So we currently support all of these. Some of our electronics electronics manufacturing customers have been using PushCart for the last in beta for the last sort of 4 or 5 months, and been using it very successfully. Amazon is a slightly different case. So what we've done for Amazon is, again, you just go to the shopping cart, you click on PushCart. You choose the department and the budget that you want to use. In the same way, you choose the supplier to use. In this case, create your purchase order. Now, when you, in a lot of instances, we found that our customers, they're not necessarily, when they're creating a purchase order request, they're not necessarily the person doing the buying. So what we've done is, as soon as the purchase order can get approved, as soon as it gets approved, then a buy now button will be created in the purchase order system that you can click on, and that will create a shopping cart with all of those items in it on Amazon. So Amazon luckily give us the way to do that. So once it's been approved, anybody that can see the purchase order, that's finance, the person who created it, or an approver, can go into that purchase order, click on that buy now button, and it will create a shopping cart full of that full of those line items that are available in that shopping cart, which someone can go and buy it. So if one person keeps control of the credit card, somebody can make a request using PushCart. Once they make a request and that gets approved, then somebody else can go in and use the buy now button, click on the buy now button, it will create a shopping cart inside Amazon, and they can then go and buy it. They don't have to then go and build up a new shopping cart within Amazon to do that buying. So it makes that buying process within Amazon very, very simple and straightforward. Okay, this is a nice quick webinar to show you this feature. The beauty of this feature is that we can add other shopping carts as we go along. So we welcome if you have any shopping carts that you use on a regular basis for your own industry, we actually welcome you to submit those to us, and we'll do our best to include them once we can. Some of those shopping carts that we've done for certain customers that we've showed this to are trade suppliers, and it might mean that that you have to give us a login to that particular trade supplier so that we can then see the shopping cart and then adjust or add to our little application accordingly. And that we can do as well. So just let us know if there's any particular ones that you want us to cover, then we can do that. So I said I'd be quick. I said I'd be nice and it will make a nice quick video for everybody else to watch who's not live. But the guys who are watching live have the opportunity to ask me some questions directly. Please feel free. Any questions that you have, I'd love to hear them.
Cool, thanks, Rich. So we have some questions here in the live chat. So the first question is, what if my preferred e-commerce store is not supported?
Good question. Great. That's the first. That's a nice first question. So, as I said just a minute ago, we are trying to build this application out, and we want to add as many shopping carts or stores that are relevant to our customers as possible. We have a lot of customers, and a lot of those customers are in different industries and different walks of life. So different people need different things, but we're willing to build those web stores out if you just submit them to us just submit them to us and let us know directly, either by emailing support is probably the best way, support@procurementexpress.com. Just let them know what shopping carts you want, and it will get back to us, and we'll start building them out and probably start putting them in a queue and let you know when they're done.
Great, cool. So then the next question is, can I add notes to POs on PushCart if I had any comments for my purchase?
Yes, you can. So, okay, so when you create a draft purchase order in PushCart, it's only a draft, right? So that means until you've clicked the submit button, everything else can be changed. So you can go in and you can PushCart will automatically put in a note to say where it was created from. You can delete that if you want to. It says created from wayfair.com in this instance, but you can put other notes in there as well. Here's a note. You can put other notes in there as well, in the same way as you might do with any other purchase order that you're creating. Or you can make changes to the descriptions. You can put in item numbers. You can make changes to budgets if you've made a mistake with PushCart there. There's a whole bunch of different things you can do because it's just a draft purchase order. So it only becomes a kind of set in stone, so to speak, for most users when you submit it for approval.
Thank you, Richard. So the next question is, will your onboarding team be able to guide us through the installation process, and what does the functionality cost?
Okay, so we're releasing this completely free to everybody who wants to download it. Work away, go to the Chrome extension. There's no cost implications for PushCart at all. Yes, the onboarding team will be able to help you if you're having problems with installation. If you've watched this video, you shouldn't have any problems, but let us know if you do. Again, email support@procurementexpress.com or come into support in the usual way that you might do via telephone and so on, and we'll help you as best we can.
Cool. That's all the questions which I have received on the live chat. Thank you very much, everyone, for your questions.
Okay, everybody. If there are any other questions at all, then you could feel free to reach out to us on support again, support@procurementexpress.com, and we will answer any questions that you might have then, or help you with any installation problems you might have. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Marno. Appreciate your time. I think we'll leave it at there to keep this kind of keep the resultant video nice and short. And I look forward to hearing any comments that you have on PushCart, and whether it's going to be useful to your own daily work. Thank you.